Welcome back, guys. This is Rodrigo. Not an episode of Asheville Real Estate News, although we are on the Asheville Real Estate News channel. This is the 10 by 10 by 100 series on my first 100 days as a North Carolina real estate agent. And at some point in time, we either started late or we skipped a week. I am not sure exactly what happened, but we're somewhere closer to 40 days in instead of 30 days in to me having my license. We're still going to do 10 videos, but if you've been keeping track, don't hold us too accountable to that timeline. But either way, somewhere in between the 30 to 40 day update of having my license, wanted to just talk about a couple of things here. It's really interesting how fast some of the timing around being an agent has flown by. And I jokingly wrote down when I was thinking about like what the update is and what to share was, time flies when you're having fun. And the reality is for this part is time flies when you're jumping through hoops. It seems like every time I've crossed something off that needs to be done to like fully operate as an agent, something else surfaces that has to get addressed, another form that has to be filled out, something else that needs to be ordered, etc. So it's been, to all of the agents out there who've worked with me in the past, thank you guys so much. It's definitely been surprising to me how much hoop jumping there is for the simplest transactions. Seems simple from an investor side of standpoint when you're just the buyer. So lots of hoops jumping. So where we're at right now and like kind of what's going to happen next, I'll talk about the hoops in a moment, is I still have 2 post-licensing classes that I need to take. My goal was to get them done before the end of the year. I'm not sure how hard I'm going to push for that, just from the timing standpoint. The first one caught me off guard. I don't know why, but it takes a lot of time. So I'll probably do at least one more this year, and then the other one might be January, February, and just need to kind of get that out of the way. Still trying to get familiar with Command, which is the CRM or the customer relationship management that KW is using, Keller Williams. And it's really good. I do enjoy it, but it's structured very different than the one that I've been using on the buying side of things. And so it's good, but there's definitely been a learning curve. And I think it's one of those things, from what I can tell, hopefully the more I use it, the more I get used to it, then second nature kind of kicks in a little bit and you can kind of really leverage it for what its potential is, because I know I'm just scratching the surface right now. And one of the things that got me excited about Command to begin with was how robust it is and really like all of the capabilities that it has. So looking forward to dig into that. And guess what? There are still more costs showing up. So as I shared on the last video, got the first listing, and I'll talk a little bit about that process in a moment. But this just shows, I needed a lot of guidance and it's just a lot of learning things. Get the listing, realize like, okay, let's go. Got pictures scheduled with somebody, going through this process, and then realizing, oh, I still need a lockbox. How are people going to look at the property? So, long story short, got 2 lockboxes sort of by accident. I was trying to buy a used one and I accidentally ordered a new one, and long story short, I have 2 now, which is great, but each lockbox is like $100. And not that $100 is the end-all be-all when it comes to it. I've just reinforcing my level of surprise to, it's like death by 1,000 paper cuts in a way. It's like every time you turn around, there's another cost associated with having your license. And yeah, I don't know, maybe that's super normal and I'm kind of just being surprised, obviously, getting used to, just buying things when it makes sense for yourself. You don't have all these costs, and maybe the costs are designed to protect the consumer and make sure that everybody gets taken care of. And yeah, I'm sure that makes sense, but man, the surprise is real. So listing update. So got the listing going, which was really exciting. Somebody who reached out to us, and we ended up talking to them and listing the house was a better fit than us directly buying it, which is fine. That was the whole purpose of having the license, so that we really could be, the solution, whatever solution that somebody needed. And I almost pulled my hair out with, using the MLS and trying to upload all the information to the listing. Never done it before, so the first time, I think, no surprises there, was not easy, but I couldn't figure out how to save the information, so I probably listed this property 3 or 4 times completely, saved it, was like, okay, I'll finish that last 10% the next time I sit down. I come back, I sit down, and it's 0. And so go through that whole process. Finally got it right, thankfully. And then it was just, it's funny. It was just very detailed, which has not always been my strong suit on this, but I'm learning to get these checklists going now so that the next one will be a lot smoother. I don't miss anything, and I don't have to go back and redo things. And then the other thing that was really getting the lockbox to work correctly with showing time and the MLS and all of these different services to talk together was not easy. It definitely took a couple phone calls to the support system and everything to get everything set up correctly. And I'm very happy everything went smoothly, but it definitely took a little bit more work and just ironing out the details than I was expecting. I think that, when you work with good agents, thankfully I've worked with good agents, they do make it look so seamless on the front end. And this was just another reminder about, hey, agent, if you're doing really good work and you're making it seem so smooth, I'm kind of getting this deeper level of respect, I guess you could say, for the agents who do a lot of transactions and are able to provide a really high level of service for their clients, because I'm glad I'm not doing a lot of transactions. It's a lot of things to stay on top of. And, I'm not sure. Again, we talked about whether this was going to be a good thing or a bad thing. I'm still on the fence. I've enjoyed the process, negotiating the deal with, on behalf of my clients with the listing. That was fun. I obviously enjoyed the negotiation part of it. But everything else it's a little bit more than I expected, even though I was trying to be prepared that it was going to be a lot. So that's a little bit of a long ramble, but so let me tell you guys about where we're at with the listing. Listing went live on a Thursday evening. By Saturday, we had a couple of different offers on the table. One of the things that was important to my clients really stood out in one specific offer, and so we decided to pursue that offer because one thing about the offer just was important to them. I don't remember exactly what I'm allowed to disclose or not disclose yet, since it hasn't sold, so I'm being vague on purpose. And so we went under contract officially on the Monday morning or Monday afternoon following the listing on the Thursday evening, which is great. Everybody's excited. Now we get to the hard or easy part, depending how you want to look at it, as far as just going through the due diligence period. I doubt I'll have an update on this listing the next time we talk, but maybe there'll be a number 2 listing. We'll see.
When does that one close?
This one?
Yeah, when is it scheduled to close?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't remember what I'm allowed to disclose about the offer. It's under contract. I know I can say that since you put that into the MLS. Other than that, I might have to get some clarity on what the disclosure rules are so I can give you guys better insight or storytelling here. So that we're in due diligence and just hoping everything goes smooth. We had multiple offers, which was really exciting. Not that that's a really big surprise to anybody who's listening to this probably. And hopefully listing number 2. I have 2 lock boxes, so time to put them to use, if you will. Still debating on whether to list my own properties or not. Have had a couple of conversations. Thanks for the feedback, guys. And it's split. And here's the other thing. I don't know if I want to, the paperwork things I'm still having to get used to. So not that I'm trying to drag my feet on it per se, but it's more than I thought it was going to be. What can I say? In regards to the listing, I did want to just say thanks to a couple people who were super helpful on answering questions and getting that over the finish line. To Zach and Al, thank you guys both for the phone calls and walking me through this process and trying to set me up for success here. And Dimitri as well, thank you for the pictures. They come out great, as you can see. So let's see, go on to number 2 hopefully. And in the meantime, we're still looking, buying preferably buying than listing. That is definitely something that's been reinforced throughout this process. All right, guys. See you all in about 10 days, give or take. We'll try to stay on schedule. So this is the 17th of November. So episode number 4, I guess, will be recorded end of November, and we'll take it from there. If you like this, please share, comment, let us know what's going on, reach out with questions, comments. As always, as you guys know, definitely on the news side of this, and any feedback would definitely be appreciated. Take care. See you.